Hi, everybody. I wanted to come on here tonight just to encourage anybody that listens to not give up. And I've started praying for God's will to be done in my life. And a verse from one of my devotions is, "Make God the utmost delight and pleasure of your life, and He will provide for you what you desire the most." Give God the right to direct your life, and as you trust Him along the way, you'll find He pulled it off perfectly. Psalms 37, verses 4 and 5. I, 2.5 years ago, cried out to God when I was at home by myself. My nervous system was broke. I was trying to leave a very bad person that was harming me in many ways. And that was the night I decided to trust God. All the rest of my life I had believed the lie of Satan that God didn't care about me, He didn't love me, and I didn't think He did. And in the last 2.5 years, I wouldn't trade for anything for the ways that He's shown me His love and His grace and His kindness, and trusting me, how He's been faithful to me, loyal, understanding, patient, all of the fruits of the Spirit and more. And I've continued on this journey to learn to trust Him and to believe in Him and to know that He cannot lie and that He wants me to have the desires of my heart. But once I surrendered to it being His will in my life, it switched over to that I'm on an adventure with God, that I'm holding His hand and following His lead and allowing Him to lead me in the ways that He needs me to go for how He sees me and how He knows my life will go. And it's turned into an adventure. Some days are challenging, some days are just peaceful and calm, and resting in Him or resting in His heart is what I'm learning to do. And just kind of like a mom with a baby, and just how the baby will be at peace when they're laying on you and they can hear your heartbeat. And I just want to encourage anyone out there that just don't give up, because you never know what He's going to do next. And He's been sharing with me that He has surprises for me, that He has many great things in store for me. And I pray every day for Him to allow me to see other people through His eyes, through the lens of His eyes, of what I can be of service to someone or of help to someone in need, or to be able to bless somebody or encourage them. And it really is true, when you're paying attention to and putting God first, and you're being of service to others, it just makes things so much better, so much more rewarding, so much more peaceful. And also praying for your enemies. I never realized how, by forgiving my enemies and the hurtful things they've done to me, that it released me from everything and gave God the opportunity to be able to fight battles for me, or to work in my enemies' lives, so I can pray for them that they will turn to God and know that God loves them too, but they have to make the right choices. But what I learned in this is that it gives me peace. It gives me a calmness about me. It gives me a way to hold on to see what He has next for me in my life. And I don't have all of those other things wearing me down or just, piling on top of me. It gives me a freedom, and it gives me an opportunity to be excited for what comes next and have that childlike faith. So I hope that any of you listening to this, knowing that I was a girl that came from her nervous system being broke in a very horrific relationship of somebody being abusive on all levels, and leaving him, hiding out, selling everything I had, to 2.5 years later, following God's lead to be putting my life back together and to create a new life, like that we're a new creation in Him when we give our lives to Him. So I hope that this will encourage someone to surrender their life to God and just give it all to Him. Just give Him everything, and then just rest in His heartbeat. Just find that peace and love and joy. And He says His joy is our strength. So when you're able to do that, it turns things around in a way that I could have never imagined. And I hope that anyone that hears this will know that you can do the same thing, and start asking Him who He sees you as, what he created you to be, and get excited for the new things, and know that He is always there with us, and He wants the best for us. I hope you all have a great night. I'll talk to you next time.